Good evening, everyone. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome you all to the session 1 of the ATAL Online Faculty Development Program, organized by the Department of Information Technology in C. Abdul Hakim College of Engineering and Technology, Melvishara. We are truly honored to have with us today our distinguished guest and resource person, Dr. Mohammed Abdul Mateen, who has graciously accepted our invitation to deliver this session. He is dynamic educator and researcher with 15 years of extensive experience in enhancing digital learning environments and integrating technology in education. He has proven expertise in AI-based assessment methodologies, managing academic operations, and promoting digital life among faculty and students. He also skilled in team management, IT training, and digital transformation with a strong focus on fostering collaboration to improve outcomes. He is committed to driving educational excellence through evidence-based practices and continuous improvement in curriculum design and assessment strategies. Dr. Mohammed Abdul Mateen, a distinguished academic and visionary in the field of educational technology. Dr. Mateen currently serves as the academic supervisor at Saudi Electronic University, where he leads academic strategy, digital innovation, and technology integration in higher education. With a PhD in wireless sensor networks and over a decade of experience, he has held key leadership roles, including a tech leader, head of department, and exam supervisor. Dr. Mateen is passionate about bridging traditional education with modern technology to create personalized, accessible, and impactful learning experiences for all. On behalf of the organizing committee, faculty members, and all the participants, I extend a warm welcome to our distinguished chief guest, Dr. Mohammed Abdul Mateen, sir. Sir, we eagerly look forward to your address and guidance in this session. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, one and all the participants. Thank you, ma'am, for inviting me and for a brief introduction. So I would like to start by thanking the institution, the organization and organizing committee, Chief Patton and all the coordinators. And I would like to welcome you all for the first session of this FDP with the leveraging AI in education. I was hearing the guest speaker speech about the AI cutting edge, how the AI is changing and how we have to adopt it in our education sector as well. So without wasting our time, I would like to go to the presentation. We'll be sharing the presentation and we'll go to the kickoff to the session there. I hope I'm audible very clearly and my presentation is visible to you all. Please confirm.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, ma'am, and thank you one and all. I would like to once again welcome all the participants here for the session number 1, which we are diving into the leveraging AI in education. So as Mohammed Zuhair, chief guest of today's event, he was mentioning how AI is changing the world and how AI is applicable in all the different sectors he was mentioning. I was hearing very curiously. That's very good of you, Sir Mohammed Zuhair, sir. He was giving you a clarification of AI changing the world with many different ideas in transportation and all. So we will be seeing how AI is changing the world in education sector as well in today's session. So we'll be going ahead. This is about me. As Dr. Uma Maheshwari ma'am has already briefed with an introduction. So AI is the new electricity. Are you ready to embrace it? I hope you all are ready and you have already done that. Is it possible to text, ma'am? Participants can text.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Participants
sir.
can, yeah. Please, participants, all the participants, I would like to request, please text yes or no. I hope everyone can just tell, they will tell us yes only. Yes, yes, perfect. Yeah. So this is the new electricity. We should embrace it. If not, we will be in the dark age, as like we have already saw many different examples from Muhammad Zuhair. Thank you. Thank you for your participation. So in today's session, we are going to see a world of generative AI chatbots like ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, and many other chatbots, transforming education with AI, prompt engineering. We are going to see how AI is impacting in education with teachers and students, ethics of AI in education, innovative teaching technology, enhancing learning. These are the topics which I'm going through all this in the session today, and we will be seeing an enhanced way, and you will be implementing in your classrooms all the AI technological tools. So before we go ahead, please, dear participants, don't annotate. Yeah, before we go ahead, I would like all to request, I would like to join this OCLAP session using the QR code. Yeah, all the participants are requested to join the session for an interactive way. You can just join the session with using the link over here, or else you can directly uh, scan the QR code. Yes, dear participants, join the session, OCLAP session, for the more interactive way, not just in a one-way communication. This can be a two-way communication with these interactive platforms. So because we are joining virtually, and we are gathering from many different places, we cannot come across on an offline event. So this is the very good platform where we are able to share our knowledge with each other, and that's how we can interact also online with many different platforms. So this is one of the platform where you will be able to join, and you can interact in an interactive way, and the session can be more interesting. So I'd like you all to register, not to register, just join there, and you will be finding a screen that raise your head. Don't do that. Don't do anything. You will be getting the questions. Then you will be able to participate. Don't click on any other like sign in options, or don't click on anything. You just join there and be there on the screen. So I would like to request again to join this event to make it more interactive and more fun-based learning. So I can see here 25 people have already joined. Almost 100 participants are here. I would like you all, you can join there. I'd like to request to you all, if you have any trouble, please, you can join there. If you have any trouble, you can just please let me know. Yes, please. That's very good. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so let's go ahead to the question. First question. Here is your first question. Choose your department. You can just click and choose your department. CS, IT, AI, civil, mechanic, electronics and electrical, and others. Wonderful. Still, if you have not joined OCLAP, please join there. I'm texting with the link in the chat box. You can just see the chat box, Zoom chat box, and click on the link. I can see only 34 people have joined there. It's with a timer here. You can see the timer, and please answer. Wonderful. Yes, let's go ahead to the next question. Yeah. How often do you use EdTech tools? EdTech tools. Daily, few times a week, occasionally, rarely, or never. You can just click on the answers there. Wonderful, wonderful participation. Still, if you have didn't join the Uno Club, then you can join using the link. Link is there in the Zoom chat, and you will be able to see your answers on the screen. Wonderful participation. Thank you, one and all. Wonderful, wonderful. I know that you all are maybe tired because you have attended your colleges and you have done with your daily work, like routinely you have done all those things, and then you have came up to learn with the FDP. This is something very great, and this is something very dedicated way where you are eager to learn the technologies, and that is very much needed actually. So we all know that how the artificial intelligence is related to the many different terms. As we all are from technical background, mostly we are from engineering colleges, so we all know these very basic terms. The artificial intelligence is a very big umbrella under the computer science domain, and then we have many other subsets of these artificial intelligence. We all know that, like machine learning, deep learning, and then we have another word which we have come across in last 2 years, that is called as generative AI. We were hearing about GAN, that is generative adversarial networks, but we didn't hear about generative AI, which we is able to generate text, audio, video, 3D models, and more other things. So last 2 years, people have started using these all the tools, and they are something amazing. And there was something more potential which was hidden, and this potential came up, and with many different hundreds and thousands of tools which are available now in the market, which are we are able to use those tools. That is what about all this artificial intelligence. And just a quick recap about the history of artificial intelligence, how this intelligence was related to the past and the future. And then we all know that the artificial intelligence, the word artificial intelligence, is something not new. We are hearing from long time, like we are hearing and we are teaching about the artificial intelligence. But now the terms changed with artificial intelligence, that is called as generative AI artificial intelligence, which is connected with the generation, or it can generate something. So the history was related to the narrow AI, that is was the past one, where we were able to play and drive the cars and playing the chess games, and then computer games which was already available, which can understand our moves when you're playing the chess. And chess game of the computer agent, as an agent, it was beaten the world champion also. We all know that the history. And then now the present is general AI, that is AGI. We are in the age of AGI. So the AGI relates to the general artificial general intelligence, where the developments came up to understand the human language. That is what we call it as NLP. That is what we call it as NPU, natural processing units, or we call it as a natural language processing, as we have many different examples for that, like Siri, like we have Google Assistant, Alexa. These are the related with general AI. And then we are coming and moving ahead to the super AI, that is the fastest and physical AI, where the robots and many other devices which will be connected with AI. Now we are seeing many examples as well, like we have Tesla, we have many other examples, or like robots which can understand our own language and our movements. As we just now we have seen the examples like Mercedes, and we have the other many other automobile industry, where the seats will be adjusted automatically based on a person, based on a person's persona. So that is what we call it as a super AI. That is a little bit a brief history about AI. Then how AI works and how AI is relates. As we all engineers and we all know, as a faculty members of engineering colleges, AI is a logic but not a magic. So what are the different powers of the chatbots? What we are already using it, like ChatGPT, most of us, we are already implementing in our own routine to use the ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, and Cloud AI. And there are a lot of chatbots available. What are the power of chatbots? What we can do it? What we can take the assistance of with these chatbots? So we can do it like we can make them act as a natural language processing to get into translations, text completion, question answering, sentiment analysis, emotional analysis, language translation, summarization, video summarizations. Nowadays, no one is watching long videos. They are coming up to the shorts, right? So these shorts, how that can be understandable, how the long videos can be converted into shorts. All the AI applications are available to do that work. So instead of making all the headache for like in traditional way, we can come up to use these AI chatbots as our assistants. That's why we are here to see how these AI applications or AI edtech tools which can help us in our education, to enhance our classrooms, to enhance an innovative way of teaching methodologies. So the future is, as I discussed about AGI, the artificial general intelligence. As you can see the quotation there, by 2028, agentic AI will make 15% of daily work decisions. And there was a news from IBM. I hope you all have heard about it and you have gone through that news. 200 HR employees were laid off, and instead of a person, an agent, AI agent got replaced, and AI agent is doing the work of an HR. So the same way, teachers may be worried that whether we are going to be replaced. No, teachers will not be replaced until unless we don't adopt AI. So the way we have to adopt the technology, and we should understand how the technology can be adopted in our classrooms to encourage the students to adopt it in an ethical way. That is very important to know. So then it's just very short summary of AI agents. What are the AI agents? And AI agents is the system which can automate your work, and that can remember your preferences, that all the tools can be linked to you, what all the tools you are using it. Like for example, you are coming into the classroom, first thing you will do it like the attendance, when the AI agents can be implemented to take the attendance, and that can directly take the attendance with the facial recognition. When the students are coming in, that a camera will recognize the face and automatically the attendance will be noted down. So this is an example of an AI agent that can be more developed in many more perspective. The perceptions, autonomous things can be done, environmental sensing can be done, goal directed behavior is possible with the AI agents. So these are the different type of AI agents: simple reflex agents, model-based agents, and then goal-based agents and learning agents. I've just kept this about the future of AI. What we are doing is very, very easy things, what we have seen that, but the coming up things which are more advanced, which we were never expected that, and those things are coming up in the future. So why AI in education now? So the point is, as the technology trends are changing, as we all know, and mostly we have heard about it, the coders are being laid off from many big companies, Microsoft, Google, Meta. These companies are moving out from the software engineers with the AI agents. Like we have Cursor, we have Replit AI, we have no code agents also available. So that's why we have to adopt AI in education. That is why the AI is giving a strong revolution in the education sector as other sectors. Then the potential to transform the traditional pedagogical approaches, as we if we don't adopt AI in education at this point of time, then students will question us and they will tell that why should we come, and there are many other things which are already there on the technology. IIT lectures are available on the YouTube, and there are many other people who are giving the education for free. Why we should join, and we have to do it and then boredom. So that's what the potential to change the boredom classrooms into a innovative classrooms, enhanced classrooms, and in a way that the classrooms should come up in a very another realistic way. So the students creativity should come up with a realistic way, real time examples and all. Then AI can provide educators with powerful tools where that can enhance your the learning process, and that can give you a freedom of making the things from traditional to the digital way. That is what we call it as a digital transformation. So instead of making the things in a traditional way, we have to come up and make it as a more digital and more innovative, more enhanced classrooms. So that is in our hand, that we can do as a teacher, as an engineer, as a faculty of where we are teaching the topics, those topics, how we can turn it around and how we can make it and more enhanced, how we can make it in a different way where the topic should reach it out for in each individual student, because we have variety of learners, all those variety of learners, the topic should reach it out. So if we are sticking to the traditional methodologies, traditional strategies, then this is not possible to reach it out to individual learner. Like we have low level achievers, high level achievers, and middle level achievers. So if we want to reach it out into a different way, like for example, if we start the topic very easily, then high level achievers, they say that we already know that, why you're teaching this now. The low level achievers, if we want to tell them and if we start with a difficult way, then they will say it's very difficult, we cannot understand it. So we should modify the classrooms in a completely mixed way and mixed environment, so that everything that can reach it, the topic concepts should reach to the individual student. That is very important, and that is possible with the help of AI. That's why we have to adopt AI in our educational sector. So please again move back to the OOC lab and answer this question. Teaching strategies in the 21st century. You all can type your answers. If you have not joined, please join it again. If you have closed it, I will just show you the QR code. Yes, please join there again and answer this question. That's wonderful. I'll reset the time again. Traditionally, I'm talking about 21st century teaching strategies. Powerful AI tools, wonderful. AI based techniques. Yep, that's wonderful. We can see the result list is here with the names. Wonderfully, you're answering there. Results grid is here. Using presentations for better understanding, teaching strategies, the same thing here. Someone has typed here. Yes, perfect. Still, I'm waiting for the answers. Still more answers. You can see on the word cloud. AI-based techniques, simulations, flipped classroom, virtual learning. Yes, perfect. These are the things what we can say that these are the teaching strategies in 21st century. Still, I'm waiting for the answers. PBL, project-based learning. Yes, perfect. And then we have that is one is student-centered learning. Exactly. Someone is still on traditional chalk and board. Perfect. Digital presentations, technology integrated. Yes, that's wonderful. So let's go to the next question now. Yeah, the next question is here. Have you used these teaching methods in your classrooms when you are lecturing the students? Perfect. Wonderful. Wonderful. 72 people have joined on the UCLAB, but everyone is not answering, maybe because of switching devices. If you are using the one single device, then that will be like a little bit difficult. Then if you can use your mobile phone and you can use a laptop, that will be better for the participation. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you all the participants. There are 110 people have joined it. That's wonderful. FDP, where more than 100 faculties from across the country, they have joined it. Wonderful, wonderful. So still, so this is the question which was about the different teaching methods like authoritative, demonstrator, facilitator, delegator, and then hands-on, constructive feedback based. All these answers are there. Then let's go to the next slide. Yep. So here we will be seeing about how the transformation is possible with AI. So this is possible because AI assisted personalized learning experience. So we can take the help with AI as an assistant, and we can make it more personalized for ourselves, for the students as well. And AI can act as intelligent tutor where you can get the help from AI to have the real time examples, real world scenarios, and those all is possible with the help of AI tools. That's why we can adopt AI tools in our teaching and learning process. And then we have real time feedback from the students that will help us to give an adaptive learning, and the AI can adopt based on their level, and that is called as adaptive assessments. And then we have data driven insights. Using the data driven insights, you can know what is the level of the student and what is how he is learning and where we are lacking to teach him, and how we can improve his own learning methods and what methods should be adopted. Those methods we can know with using the data driven insights. As we all know, the world is around the data. If we don't have the data, nothing is there. So we have to connect the data with the students also, and with ourselves as well, with our teaching within our classrooms. All these we can play around with the help of the data, and data will is playing a very vital role for the assessments, for the feedback, for many other reasons. And everywhere data is connected. If the data is not connected, then we are nothing. All the devices will be shut down. All the things will be shut down. If LLM is not there, when we all know LLM is the brain of AI now. So that's what we call it as a data driven insights. Then we have virtual learning environments. We can create virtual environments using many different platforms, controlled platforms like video-based assessments, flipped learning. I'm going to show you all those things in the examples. Then we have smart content delivery. The smart content delivery using the wonderful presentations, animated way, animated teaching, simulations, all these things we can show it. That is all we can do it with the help of AI applications. That's why, again, we have to trigger it ourselves to adopt AI applications in our teaching and learning. So the next thing is 21st century teaching strategies. So these are the strategies, as someone we have already, the question was there, and you have a few were saying about flipped learning, PBLs, student-centered learning. These are the different strategies we can see here. These are the different 21st century teaching strategies like flipped classroom. What is this flipped classroom? Before the students come and learn the concept, give them a small project before they come to the learn, and give the same thing like brainstorming thing. Like for example, they are coming and learning about transistors and the history of transistors. Give them the some small project or small videos using the tools which are controlled within your own platforms, the LMS and some different platforms. Give them the small tools where you can give the glimpse of the topic, and from there students will do the project and they can come up the next class with some knowledge, not just with a blank mind. So that is called as a flipped classroom. And then we have next one is differentiated instructions. So differentiated instructions, as I said, the same thing is, as we don't have the same level of students in our classrooms, we have different level of students. We have high level achievers, we have low level achievers, we have special aided students, we have many different mentalities. We all know that like backbenchers are very famous in our classrooms. To make those everyone to get interested and everyone should be involved in within the classroom topic, we have to introduce our strategies. These are the strategies that can be implemented, that is called as differentiated instruction. That same topic can be delivered in different way, so that everyone should can understand, and they can understand the concept, what the concept you are teaching in the classroom. Then we all know about project based learning. This is something not new. And then we have another one with the linked with the project based learning, that is called as challenge based learning. This challenge based learning will be very helpful for the high level achievers who say that the topic is very easy. Yes, create something challenges on the same topic and give them as a project. Let them do and let them face the challenge, and that challenge will help them to create some creativity in their minds, and those challenge based learning will help them to make them curious about the topic, not just telling that it is very easy but just knowing the definitions. That is not the point, but to know the deep insight or the deep insights of the topic, to get into the world of the topic, we have to create the curiosity that can be created based on the challenge based learning. Then we have gamification. Nowadays we all know and we are facing this challenge, everyone is using the gadgets. It's now gadgets world. Everyone has 2 3 gadgets in our hands, right? So we call these century, or the people who are like whom we are teaching, those all are called as digital natives or digital netizens, or we can call it as a digital netizens and citizens, where they are born with the digital devices. So if we don't make our classes gamified, then they will say that it is the boring classes and the topics are very boring and the topics are very like boredom. Why we have to do that, and why we have to come this, why we should listen this, where it is related. So to make them more interest, to make them with compassion, curiosity, we have to gamify our classrooms. That is possible with the gamification learning. And then blended learning, this is a very common platform where everyone is using now with many different IITs. And with ATAL, this is what we have, the blended learning, that is an online platform where we are able to share our knowledge. I am from the different different country, and you all are from different places from India. So we are able to connect together and we are able to share our knowledge. That is what an example of a blended learning, a very beautiful example of this platform where ATAL FDP is being offering us to share our knowledge from across the world, from different places, and we are sitting together and we are able to talk to each other and share our knowledge. That is what we have, the blended learning. And the same thing we can implement in our classrooms as well. So, and the next thing is inquiry-based learning. This inquiry-based learning is one of the beautiful strategy to make the brainstorming, as I'm doing it with the OOC lab. This is what we can say, the inquiry-based learning. Before I came up to this slide, I asked you the question that what are the name few 21st teaching strategies and then teaching methodologies. I have asked it. That is called as inquiry-based learning. And moreover, we can make more innovative ways. If we don't have the devices in our classrooms, you can make it on pen and paper also. That is also possible. But we need to have our own creativity in creating our classes in an innovative way. And that's ideas how you will get it. No need to break our heads. We can get those ideas from the AI tools. So using the Bloom's taxonomy, that is, we all know that in teaching, it's mostly used the Bloom's taxonomy. These Bloom's taxonomy is also revised with AI tools. So you can see on the slide there, the slide is very clearly stating that the Bloom's taxonomy levels like create, evaluate, analyze, apply, understand, and remember. And these all can be using AI tools. We can help out to get it done, and we can implement these things in our classrooms. And that's way you can enhance your classrooms in a different level of understanding. And then you can see the difference of within among your students, how they are coming up with more curiosity, more learning, and the learning environments can be modified from traditional to the digital platforms. Then we should know very important point here is prompt engineering. Please text yes or no in the text box. How many of you know about prompt engineering and the frameworks of prompt engineering? Not just prompt engineering, but different frameworks of prompt engineering. No. How many of you know about frameworks of prompt engineering where you will be utilizing these prompts to interact with AI chatbots? No, no. Okay, perfect. Yeah, still I know that's good. Perfect. Yeah. So thank you. Thank you for your participation in the chat. So mostly you don't know about the prompt engineering. What is prompt engineering? So when we are talking about AI chatbots like ChatGPT, like Perplexity, like Gemini, and there are a lot of chatbots available. So these chatbots can be used with the help of prompt engineering. So it's not that like we are using Google. So Google search engine is a platform where you search for something and you will be getting a lot of information and thousands of pages that will be opening. And those from those pages, you will be able to find out the PDF files. You will be able to find out the textbooks. You will be find out the research papers. You will be able to find out on the Google search engine like PowerPoints, presentations, and a lot more things, right? But if you do the same thing on the AI chatbots, that's wrong. That's totally not the correct way of using AI chatbots. So how to use the AI chatbots? The question is how to use and how to get it done. What when we are doing something on chatbots, like when we are inquiring something to get the information on AI chatbots. So to inquire or to question the AI chatbots, we should know about prompt engineering. This is very important technique to interact with AI chatbots. So how do you do that? So as you can see the slide on the slide, there is a phrase written that is better input, better output. The same thing which is not applicable on the Google search engine. Google search engine will work on keywords, will work on searching algorithms, and those searching algorithms will fetch the keywords, and then you will be getting the information, and you will see the information in different formats and different media, right? But when you are interacting with AI chatbots, that is totally different. So you have to interact with better input, better output. That is the BIBO. How do you get that better input? You have to frame a very clear question and a specific prompt that what you exactly need it, what is required for you. Like for example, we need something, some information, okay, like about, you can say that we need introduction of artificial intelligence. Okay, so if you just give introduction, provide me the information about introduction of artificial intelligence, provide me the information of machine learning or data science or the trending technologies in 2025 or 2026, what will be the jobs. If you are just giving these things like what we do in the Google, you will get the information very generic. You will not get it what exactly you required it. So if you want to make that way, that possible way to get it the relevant and accurate information, then you have to give a very clear, specific, accurate, a formatted question. That formatted question is called as prompt engineering. So how do you do that? We have a very basic framework which works on better input, better output. This is the very basic framework, what we call it as a RTF model. So this RTF model will work based on a role, task, and format. So why we should give a role to the chatbot? Because chatbots are embedded with huge data. It's not 2 terabytes or 5 terabytes or 3 terabytes. It's trillions of bytes of data is loaded onto the chat GPT, Gemini, cloud, group. That is what we call it as a LLM. The LLM is called as large language model. And this large language model is completely embedded with trillions of bytes of data. So that data, from that data, based on your question, that will fetch and that will provide you the output. So if you just give a very generic question, then it will give you the generic information, like we get it in Google also. But if you give based on this model, RTF model, that is role, you should assign a role to the chat GPT or to Gemini or any other chatbots. Role like a teacher, role like a lecturer, a professor, expert researcher, whatever you want, you can allot and assign a role. That is what we call it as a role here. So you can assign a role of a researcher, teacher, and so that LLM can easily understand the role and can give you the accurate response. And you should describe it very clearly what task you are giving it, the task with word limits, parameters, like I want this in a table, and table should consist of these parameters or these factors, contextual constraints, all those things you can give it in the task. And then format, the format precises more precisely with the headers, with word limits and bullet points and whatever you want it. So that is how you can give it. All these things are possible based on this RTF model. How many of you know about this RTF model? Please type yes or no. Role, or how many of you use the prompt in this way with this AI applications? How many of you have used it? Please type yes or no. Perfect. No. Yes. Please participate. Please participate. Yeah, that's very good. That's very good. Thank you for your participation on the Zoom chat. So from now, you will be changing your prompts and you will be using the chat GPT with this model. How many of you ready to do that? How many of you are ready to do on this based? Are you ready? That's good. Please type yes. Ready now. Yes, perfect. I hope you have understood the concept of the prompting. Perfect. 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 Very good. Thank you. Thank you, one and all. Yes, let's go ahead to see an example of RTF model. So to understand RTF model, as we discussed, that is we need to assign a role and task should be given, and then we have to give the format. So to make it more clear, the 5S framework will be very easier to understand. To give the prompt, we should set the scene, specify the details, simplify your language. No need to make it more difficult or something which is like we don't understand the language. No need to do that. You can just simplify it, structure the output and share the feedback. That is all. You can do it when you are prompting it using these AI chatbots. So there is an example what you can do it here using the chat gpt or using any other chatbots. You can use it this type of from prompting. Here you can see this is one way which as I said you, a very generic question. Tell me about ethical debate of wind farms as a renewable energy resources. This is a very common question where we can tell and we can ask on the Google also. But if you want to do the same thing on the AI chatbots, then you have to change your question to get it done in a perfect way and to get the better output also. So here you can see, I want you to act the role of a university lecturer, summarize the ethical debate of wind farms as renewable energy resource, provide the summary in under 150 words in a single paragraph. At the end, provide it in the bullet point list. So this is the prompt where you can give this prompt to any chatbots and those chatbots will understand it very clearly and that will be able to give you very clear answer. I hope you have understood that. Is it clear? Please type yes or no. Please type yes or no. This is what we call the prompt engineering and prompting technique. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. So keep your energy till the last slide so that you will be getting more information on these things. Very good. Thank you. So here I'm going to share with you many other different prompting techniques. This is the very basic technique what we have seen, that is RTF model, but there are many other things which came up in the market. And moreover, from prompt engineering, the things got changed into the contextual engineering as well. Contextual engineering as also, I'm not going to discuss that now. I'm not going to give you and bombard you with the knowledge of all these things, but try to understand these things. Not we are not it's nothing stopped here, but we moved on to different type of techniques. That is what we can see in the next slides. That is zero shot prompting. So what is this zero shot prompting? Zero shot prompts don't include examples. You can directly give something and ask, but with the RTF model. RTF model will be followed for all the different techniques, but you have different things to include it with the RTF model. RTF model stands very basic, and with RTF model you will be adding the different things. That is what we are discussing now. That is called as zero shot prompting. So you can see that there is an example here. I'm a drama faculty. I need to promote auditions for our winner play, generate a eye-catching flyers with no more than 25 words that can put up around the school. So you can see the prompt is very clear based on the RTF model. Right. So here there is another example. Generate a packing list for 2-night summer camping trip at a lake shore with 4 adults and 3 kids. This is another example of zero shot prompting where we don't have any examples. We are using like RTF model. That's very basic thing. Then now we have another one that is called as one-shot prompting technique. So this one-shot prompting technique will be included with one example. Here you can see the example of a prompt where you can see there is an example included as an example. But again, there is an RTF model included in the prompt. Here you can see I am a sixth grade math teacher. Create one fun realistic word problem. And then here the example is included with 3 digits and 2 digits numbers. So for the multiplication, similarly, you can change and you can customize the prompt based on your own requirement and provide few examples. That is what we call it as a one shot prompting. And the another technique what we have, it is called as few shot prompting. So the few shot prompting is included with two or more examples. So there is an example you can see on the screen, that is I'm an environmental department faculty planning task for the field trip to a watershed. Help me plan task for the field trips. And the examples included based on these examples, and that will stick onto these examples and that will give you a complete plan of that field trip. So this is what we call the technique, what we have it as a few shot prompting. Then we have the another technique that is called as chain of thought prompting. Here, the chain of thought prompting includes a chain of thought that can ask you the questions when you want to get that output done. And you can say that you have to clarify the output in a step-by-step process. Here you can see an example. I am a faculty in university. Some of my students struggle with time management. I'm not asking just to list it out the 5 strategies, but I'm telling ChatGPT or any chatbots to specify the step-by-step process to overcome the time management problem. Right. So this is called as a chain of thought. And there are many other different techniques also available, like tree of thought, TOT, and there are other things I have not included here. These four techniques I have included to make it aware. And these are, again, I'll repeat, that is zero shot prompting without any examples. Then we have one shot prompting with one example. We have a few shot prompting with two or more examples. And we have chain of thought prompting technique with the step-by-step solution or step-by-step process shown to us in a very quick flow that can be or understand what exactly we require it. These are the different techniques we have it. As I said, it's not the end and it is something not new. It is already used by many different chatbots and there are people are working on it, and it is overcoming this thing from prompt engineering to contextual engineering, what I have discussed with AI agents. So AI agents won't understand this prompt engineering. AI agents will understand contextual engineering. That is something above on this one. Yeah. Then this is another example of assessments prompt. Okay. The assessment prompt, if you want to get the questions to be done, you can specify what type of assessment you are conducting within your class. So is it a brainstorming, ice breaking session, or you are conducting a daily assessment or weekly assessment, summative, formative, whatever the different assessments we have it, all those things you can specify it and you can ask these AI chatbots to get the questions done. But we cannot directly depend on this one. We have to analyze it. What we will be discussing in the coming slides. So here there is another question comes to you on the OOCLAP. Again, OOCLAP. Switch on to your OOCLAP. Get ready to answer there. Please answer this question. I hope you all can click and answer it. I can see in the room around 116 people have joined from all over the country, India, and but on the OOCLAP, I can see only 79 people have joined. If you have not joined, please join it again. If you have not joined there, please join it again. That will give you some way of interaction and the answers you can see there. You can see that how the people are answering it. If you have not joined, please join this and answer it on this session. Yep, that's wonderful. For this question, participation is very low, 16, 17 only. Perfect. So my session will be a more interactive way for each slides. This is the way of where I take online sessions, not completely just flowing into this presentation and finishing the presentation. So every slide will have some questions and some interaction in between the slides so that I can know how many people are actively listening. That's something where we can analyze it. Please, again, I would like to request, this question is very important for me to analyze what all the applications you are using it already, which are available on with AI tools, where I can show you practically these applications, how these real applications can be utilized in our teaching and learning and to enhance our classrooms. Perfect. Uh, Many tools are not familiar. Yes, yes, thank you. Yep, I am going to show you these tools. That's why these FDPs are conducted. Please participate. Still, I would like to request everyone to participate with this question very importantly. Even we can see the who will be the champion also. Let's see who will be the champion as well. 33 people have give the answers. Okay, no problem. Okay, let's finish this timer and then let's go to the next question. Yep, perfect. GPTs and AI agents. Okay, most of you have used GPTs and AI agents. Okay, and the next one on the top is Google Classroom with Gemini. Yep, yes, perfect. Yeah, that's wonderful. Let's go to the next slide. Yeah, please answer this question. So I can show you those applications based on this one. That's why these questions are related to the next slides. How many of you know video-based quizzes or video-based assessment? Perfect. That's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for your participation. Still, I'm not seeing the participation fullest. Yes. Please type instead of typing yes in the chat board, please use this clap event, ma'am. I don't know. Ambu Money, ma'am. Yep. Okay. Perfect, perfect. Wonderful. So most of you know about whoever have answered it, they all know about video-based quizzes that is called as video-based assessment, audio-visual assessment. Yeah, wonderful. That's good. So this can be utilized in many different subjects across the streams. We can use these video-based quizzes, which I'm going to show you as well. The examples of these video-based applications are available. Okay, let's finish the timer and then let's move on to the next slide. Perfect. Okay, next, this is another question based on digital assessments and video-based assessments also. Yep, you can just click on the the word which you can see there. So let's see the answers later. Only 7 and 8 people have participated. Still, I am requesting you all to participate on this. Please say yes or no on this one. Again, I'm going to reset the timer. Yes, 20 people have participated, but I can see 90 people have joined there, but only 24, 25 people have given the answers. No options for not used any tool. Okay. Yes, that's no problem. Fine. Not used any tools. That's no ish, no answer. Okay, fine. Okay. That's why you're not participating. That's no problem. I can understand that. Okay. So you can see the results here. That's wonderful here. Edpuzzle is used by 10 people. That's something amazing. Quizlet, Wooclap is also used by 10 of you who are there in the session. That's wonderful. Mentimeter, Padlet is not used, and then AHA Slides is used by one. That's wonderful. So, who all are here, that they are exploring these applications on the platforms which are coming newly, and they are using it. That is something very curious, when we have to do that. That curiosity should be there to know what are the different digital platforms are coming up and what we can utilize it in our classrooms. But still, as we can see, the participation of the comparison of the participation from like large people are not using these digital platforms and digital assessment tools, and that can be utilized and that can help us to make our classrooms very interactive. Yeah, please. This is something very engaging question here. What you should do here is, before I just explain this one, you have to link with one of the logo. Okay. You have to just click on the logo and you have to click on the name of that tool. Yes, go ahead and start participating on this one. Still, I cannot see the participation here. You can pin it. You just touch it on the logo and the name, so that that will be pinned over there. And you have to pin it for all to submit that answer. You have to pin all the 6 applications with the names. That is the logos of these applications. I cannot see any participation. Is there, I think, some difficulty you are facing? I will extend the timer here. I'll keep on extending the timer till I get some participants. Yes, yes, that's wonderful. I can see the participation there. Wonderful. 3 people have participated. So again, I'll explain. You have to just locate each logo with the name, and you have to do it for all the 6. If you don't know also, you just guess that. No problem. Perfect. 6 people have answered it. 7. Wonderful. Amazing. 10 have participated in this. Even you can do with your mobile phones also. No need of like on the laptops. You can do it on your mobile phones. See, you can see the pinpoints on different applications. On the logos of applications, you can see the pinpoints on the screen. Once you have answered, come back to the screen where I'm sharing the screen. If you are using your laptop, then you can see that the pinpoints are available there. Yeah, let's finish this timer and then let's go to the next slide. Uma Maheshwari ma'am, how much time is left still?
Sir, up to 8 you can proceed, sir.
Okay, fine. So it's 7:45 in India, right?
Yes, sir.
7:45. Still, we have 15 minutes.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, I may extend it up to more 10 minutes also because of the still content is there.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, that's wonderful that 23 people have participated. You can all can see these answers, and then we can, once the timer is finished, we can see the correct answers there. Yeah, the correct answer is this one. You can see here. The one is for the notebook LM, and people have one has answered it correctly. 70% was correct among all other answers. And here, 39% on the notebook is correct. And then QueryPod, I think the percentage is not showing here. Yes, you can see 39%, and then here 39%, 48% for Gamma, Edpuzzle, is something there that it's not showing here. Yeah. You can see these are the correct answers. The first one is on the second slide, and the curie pod is this one. Napkin is on this. This is the napkin. And then Gamma, we have this one. We have Ed Puzzle is this one, and Cloud AI is this one. Okay. So these are the different tools which we can utilize it in our research and in our teaching, and to make it more infographic and all those things I'm going to show you in today's session. So empower your teaching with AI smart tools. These are the tools which we are going to see in today's session here, like Magic School, Edpuzzle, Canva. I hope you all know that. And these are the different tools which you can utilize it for your planning your lectures. Lesson plans can be planned, and that can be created using ChatGPT, Gemini, and you can create your own chatbot also using Gemini Gems. I'm going to show you that also. On Perplexity also there is a possibility of creating your own chatbot. On Cloud is also there is a possibility to create your own chatbot. You can give the complete instructions, complete prompt very clearly that you should act as a university lecturer, researcher for this so and so subject, and then you can completely attach your files, attach your documents to that chatbots. All this possible, I'm going to share with you. These are the different applications we have, and these are the gamified learning. If you want to gamify your classrooms, you can do that, and more interactively, more innovative way. Magic School, AHA Slides, Edpuzzle, Waveground, and there are many others applications are available. And then if you want to make it your assessments, digital assessments, the question was there. These are the many different platforms available, like Blicker, Quizalize, Socrative, Edpuzzle, Mentimeter, Quizlet, Quizzes, Google Forms. Google Forms is mostly used it. That's not something new. Microsoft Forms is also very common and old one. We are using it. Kahoot, and there are many other applications available. And if you want to utilize AI tools in your research, there are tools that are available like SciSpace, PaperPal, ResearchPal, Elicit, Answer This. Notebook LM is on the top because it's mostly available with many different interactive way, which I'll be showing you, Paper Guide and OSHU and other applications. So ideas to help the students using AI tools effectively. Yeah. So this is very importantly, we should know that if you don't tell, or if you tell students are using these AI chatbots, I hope you all know that and you are facing these things in your classes. If you are telling them to do the assignments, they are just using this chat GPT and getting help from these AI chatbots, and they are just using it. If we as a faculty, as we are the facilitators for them, if we don't guide them to do it in an ethical way, they will be doing an unethical way. So then later on, we will be in trouble and they will be in trouble, and there will be a big problem will be created for the plagiarism, for many other concerns will happen it, and the cheating will be there. So To protect the integrity of academics and academic institutions, we as a facilitators, we should introduce the tools to them, and the tools which can be and used in an ethical way to provide the support in a specific educational platforms, and not in to make it more generic, make it more specified, and tell them to stick it onto that one. Tell them that you will be getting the grades if you use these platforms. Then encourage critical thinking using AI tools. Tell them to find out some real time examples on these topics that is possible using AI tools. Tell them to come up with some projects which can you can do it, which can relate to the society, how the society can be solved. You can solve the problems using this critical thinking. You can link the topics to the societal problems, and that is possible using AI tools. And keep up to date. We ourselves, if we don't keep up to date, then students are already there with the technology. They are using the devices. They are 24 by 7. They are addicted to the technology, and they know all the things with the reels, with this and that, and they will come later and they will question us that what is this one. Then we will not be able to answer it. Then that will we will face very embarrassment. So to avoid these things, we have to keep up to date what of the applications are coming in, and what are the applications that can be utilized in our own subjects. We should do a little research, a 15 minutes research daily basis, or at least spend an hour or 2 hours in a complete week to know what applications we can utilize it. We can help our students. We can facilitate them in an ethical way. That is very, very, very important to avoid the embarrassments later. So, ethics of using AI, stop sharing everything with AI. This is very important. Yeah, I'm telling that I have given the instructions to use AI, but how to use AI? The ethics we should know, that is also very important. We should not give the sensitive information to AI applications, because AI applications are not developed at my own computer, or it's not being used in at our own location. Locations are different, companies are from various locations, and there are many different data privacy issues. That's why we should avoid sharing everything with AI applications. So never tell a chatbot anything you wouldn't want plastered on a billboard. This is a common rule. We should remember it. So this screenshot, I took it from the chat GPT itself. So ask away whatever you want, you can ask it, but don't share sensitive information, because they review it, they see whatever chats are being done or you are sharing it. Check your facts before you finalize it. I'm going to share you how you do that. So this is a responsible AI citizen. We should know these things, very important. So privacy concern is on the top. Fairness, we are using it. Yes, we should say that's a transparency. Human control, we have to keep the things in control, not just getting it copied and pasting it on the final documents. Should not be done. This is a very important. These points, we should remember it when we are using AI chatbots. Then addressing AI limitations. Yes, everything it comes with a limitation. It's something not, we cannot tell that everything is perfect and 100%. Yes, that is not at all happens, as this is something not a naturals, and from the Almighty, things will be unlimited, but the human control devices are with limitations. So there is an biasing issue, unreliable information, inaccurate information. We should understand the academic integrity and cheating policies. Privacy and security is on the top. As I said again, should be concerned based on the regional, like what we call policies, frameworks from the educational departments, frameworks from the research organizations, frameworks from individual organizations also, that should be very critically noted down. So the best practices for using AI is checking for bias and accuracy. This is very important. Use the 80 by 20 rule. So what is this 80 by 20 rule? I'm telling you from the first, AI is an assistant and that can be allotted as an assistant only. We can utilize to get the data as an assistant itself, not to give 100% role to that. We can give a role as a teacher, as a researcher, as a faculty, but you cannot rely on those applications 100%. So take the help from these assistants as 80% and finalize it with your own touch, with your own creativity, with your own thinking. Apply your own effects on that on a 20%. So this will help you to make and to enhance the documents, to enhance the data. Okay. Trust your judgments. So you should like make it when you are making it a final solution or final document or that can be submitted to the final submissions. You have to know what you are submitting it. You are only the judge. AI cannot be as an author. AI cannot be as a teacher. AI cannot be as a researcher. That is an assistant to you. So protect student privacy. This is already discussed. And then ask key questions to yourself before making finalized documents when you are using the AI chatbots. Is the output accurate? Is the output unbiased? Does the output include sufficient information? Is the output relevant to my project or task? Is the output consistent if I'm using the same prompt multiple times and same prompt in multiple chatbots? Even you can utilize the same prompt in multiple different chatbots also to see the difference and to see what the different chatbots are giving you the answer and the output. That is very important. So prepare to incorporate outputs into your work. First, fact check the output as biasing, unreliable information, inaccurate. Filter all those things, make it completely perfect. Edit and augment the document, that is, amend the documents according to your own formats. Organize the outputs and then personalize it to your own formats when what you needed according to the different institutions. And then teach smarter, not harder with the leading generative AI assistant for the educators. So here, before this slide, don't answer this one. I would like to share with you the full screen. So I will be just showing you the applications just in a practical way and a quick way. How to learn these tools? Yes, that's a very good question. Yep. Here the different tools which I am going to share with you. This is the napkin. I hope you know this napkin application. As I have already shared with you, few people have used it. If you don't know, you can just check this one. What is this napkin? This napkin will turn your text into infographic. So you can make your presentations more infographic using this napkin tool. So this is the text. Why I have it here? Okay, I'll just delete this one. Yeah. I'll just take this text. I'll just show it from the starting. So here is a new napkin. I'll just click on this one, blank napkin. I'll paste this text, select the text. Okay, just select it and then click on this magic button. So when you click on this magic button, you can see the text will be changed into an infographic way. You can see this. So as we all know that picture says 1,000 words. So we have to make our presentations more infographic, more interactive. Then you can utilize this option, that is an application what we have it to create an infographics on based on the text. And there is another application, Gamma. So this Gamma application, I am going to share with you in the presentation. I'm going to share you these links also. So you will be able to explore these links. Okay. And here you can join Gamma using this link here. I'll be sharing with you in the chat also. So you will be getting an help where you will be getting 200 credits. Okay. So what is this Gamma application where you will be able to create presentations more interactive, more infographic also using your own text. For example, when you log into this one, you have this interface and this interface will tell you to create new, go from a blank or import. So you can import your own presentation and turn into more infographic. If you want to create with new with AI, just you can click on this one. You will see the options will be available here. It's loading. I'll just close this one. Yeah. So let's go to this one, Notebook LM. Let it load it. We have Notebook LM. I hope you all you have heard it, but you have not used it. This is a very good tool for the researchers, for the faculty members, for many other people. Okay. So what is this tool? Is like you can give all the resources, whatever you have it, and then chat with those resources. That is your own personalized chatbot for this topic. And what all things you can do it? You can create here. You have an options of audio overview, video overview, mind maps, reports, and their study guide, FAQs, and timeline. These all options are available here. I have created one video. You can see this video. I'll just share with the sound as well. I hope you will be able to hear the sound also once I'm sharing it.
Hey everyone, so video is everywhere.
Are you able to hear the sound? Please type yes or no.
Classrooms now, right? Which is awesome. But it also brings up this one huge question that I think every teacher asks themselves. You know the feeling.
Thank you.
You find that perfect video, you assign it for homework, you just kind of hope for the best. But let's be real. Are your students actually watching it? Are they getting it? Or are they just pressing play and, scrolling through their phone? It's a classic problem. And you know what? This is not a new problem at all. I love this quote from Dr. Jeff Lewis because it really hits on something fundamental. Even back in the day, the biggest issue was the feedback loop. Think about it. By the time you could actually give them any feedback, the moment was just gone. You made yourself, and you can build an interactive experience, and you get to see in real time.
So this is an example. Here what I did, I just mentioned few links, and there is a YouTube link also there. It is mentioned over here, and then few other different links are there. So once I just loaded over all the data, what is my personal data, I clicked on audio video overview, then the video is created. And you can click on audio overview and you can interact like a podcast. You have a mind map option, you have reports, and there are a lot more things are available. This is one example which I can share with you here. And you can see this is another example. I can tell you AI tools for project-based learning. I have a video on this, and there are a lot of things you can, and you can interact with the chat. Tell me about what tools can be used, what tools are helpful. So you can chat in your own way. So it will list it out the tools. And you can see here, there, for example, I can show you the mind map. You can see this mind map also. See this? Define core concepts, architecture, training LLM, AI task, all these things are available here. So you can just take this as a download as a picture, use in your presentations, whatever you want it, you can do it. That's all possible using this AI tool. And I was talking about Gamma here. When you click on create new, then you will have these options, paste in text, generate, You have an option of generating using one-line prompt. You can use your own files to attach it, links to attach it, or documents to attach it. Once you click on this one, you have upload a file, import from the drive, import from URL. You can do that as well. And if you want just your own text need to get turned into the presentations, you can utilize this one, this option here, and you can turn into the presentation, web page, document, and social media post also. Just what you should do is you have to paste your details and then click on this one. Then you will be able to have this option, or else you can say that preserve this text. I don't want the text should be moved back and forth. The things should be very clearly noticed that you have to preserve it. One, I have used this one. Future belongs to the innovators. The future belongs to those who learn, create, and innovate with responsibility. So I can just click on that. So I will be having a presentation. So that is how very easily you can create it, and that presentation will be able to, you can get it as a presentation also. You will be able to find out as a website, or you can say that can be able to, you can find it as a document, all those things. You can see here, future, it's the same thing, and the pictures also generated and innovative way. All those things are available here. I can show you some examples for biology here, plant culture and fundamentals. This, you can see this example also here with the beautiful infographic picture. See here, which relates to the topic. See there. So what do you think, if we are using these type of applications, do you think that our classrooms will be enhanced and our teaching methods can be enhanced? Is it yes or no? Yep. Please participate. Please participate in the Zoom chat. Yes, yes, perfect. Yeah. So like this infographic, like this different type of very interactive presentations that will help us to integrate the technology and enhance our classrooms and innovate our teaching methods. And then I have showed this one, and there is another one, Magic School. This is also, and one more thing is basic versions all are free to use it. Okay, so this Magic School is also one of the wonderful platform where you will be able to find out some around hundreds of applications. Like you can see here, we recommend these tools. You can see their writing feedback, academic content, text translator, and you can see there are a lot more applications are available here. You can see rubric generators, multiple choice quiz assessment. I'll show you my collection. Yeah. Here is my collection, which is on my favorites list. Image generator, multiple choice, presentation generator, rubric generator, video, YouTube video questions. So you can utilize these video-based questions using this one. Custom chatbot, project-based learning, all the different strategies, what we have seen now, the 21st century strategies, we can utilize this and we can make our classrooms in this aligned to the 21st century teaching methodologies. And then we have another option there that is called as Magic Student. So this can be utilized to give them assignments, and you can create your own rooms, okay, based on your classrooms. Like you can see here, BTech Year 1, you can see these rooms, and you can allot these rooms to the students based on the channels, what you use it, whether you are using LMS or whether you are using some Google Classroom, Teams, or whatever it is. You can distribute these channels and the students will join, and you can have control on it. So you can see this is an example. Students have joined there in the classroom, and you can see what are the messages they have done it. Okay, the messages you can see, and you can see what are the different tools they have used it, and whether they are active, they are not active. All these options are available, and you can see the students what they are doing it. Instead of telling and instead of directly they use the chat GPT to get their assignments done, you can control those assignments using these type of applications. So this is an ethical way of using the applications. Yeah. And then we have ChatGPT, which we already know that. And here, like there are, like, for example, there's a prompt which is already done. Here you can see act as a biology teacher for grade 12, and there's provide me a lesson plan for 45 minutes engaging and aligning to CBSE. And you can what we call, you can change this prompt based on your own syllabus and topic, and then you can see the lesson plan which is generated with a time breakdown. 45 minutes, these 45 minutes break down into the introduction, core teaching, then we have consolidation, then higher thinking, applications which can be used, closure and assessment that can be used in many different applications, exit questions, teaching aids and resources, use multimedia, whiteboard, flashcard, worksheets, and all those things. And then I said about Bloom's taxonomy mapping. This Bloom's taxonomy mapping is mapped with the lesson plan. Then I was sharing with you the Gemini. This Gemini is also like a chatbot. What we have done is like a chat GPT, but we have many other. In this also we have many options. Like I was in the chat GPT. We have one is called as GPTs. Yeah, this is the GPT's work I was talking about. Here you can see, right, for me, Scholar GPT, Consciousness, this is for research, AI PDF, chat create. So these are the specified versions of chat GPT where you will be able to find out a very enhanced chatbot. You can interact with that based on that concern GPT, that is called as GPTs. And the same thing here, if you want to create, you need to have an upgraded version of Chat GPT. But Gemini is offering for free. You can create your own chatbot using Explore Gems. So how many of you know about Explore these gems? Please type yes or no. Please type yes or no about gems. Please type yes or no if you know about gems in Gemini. Maybe we all know about Gemini, but we don't know about gems. Yeah. So I'm just going to share with you what is gems. Gems is like a GPT which is there in the chat GPT, but we cannot create our own because we need an upgraded version. We need to buy the pro version. But in Gemini, it's free. And even Google Gemini is offering for the students in India for the 1 year subscription pro version. So you can create your own study bot. You can create your own research assistant, AI curriculum developer, a CU agent, and whatnot. So how to do that? You can see there are a few examples also here. You can see this Chess Champ storybook, and I have created one story here. I'll show you that. How interactively we can do that. Here you can see this one. I have created one storybook using this, and how interactively the storybook got generated. Can you see this? How amazing. See, I said that introduce the prompt was given to create a style storybook for kids about highlighting what it benefits and them easing them learn AI technology. So I have done that one. So the book was created a very amazing way. You can see this. So these type of things we can utilize it to make ourselves easy and to make our students making more engaged and more creative. And then you can see humanize with Quillboard and print. You can print it out and you can share these things. All these things are possible. And then we have quizzes, and there are many different options are available here in this quizzes also. I'll just share with you, click on a create option. We have assessment, lesson, interactive video passage, and flashcards. These all options are available here. Okay, and then Edpuzzle, this is also one of the example of a video-based quizzes. So these all options are available for utilizing these tools. So because of time limit, I'm not able to share with you all these examples. So I would like you to just will be finishing about this session with this examples on a practical way, and then we'll be going ahead with the presentation. Teach smarter, not harder, with the leading generative AI assistants for educators. So I'm going to share the last question on the OOC lab. So you can just answer this question there. Your AI journey started. So one thing I learned, just type your answer in one word. Then we will be wrapping up the session and you will be getting ready for the next session as well.
Participants, if you have any queries, you can start to discuss with our guest now.
Yes, you can discuss also while you are answering there.
If no queries, we will go for vote of thanks.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you so much. Different AI tools, and yeah, that's wonderful. Let's finish the timer, then we can wrap up. Okay, so thank you for your participation, and I
This
would
is the
like to
time to
thank the
conclude session
management
1 by vote
also.
of thanks, where address has not only inspired us but also opened new perspective for learning and applications in our teaching and research journey. I also thank all the participants for their keen listening and active engagement throughout the session. With this, we can conclude the session of ATAL Online FDP. We will now move forward to our next session. Once again, a warm thanks to our respected chief guest for gracing this occasion and making it memorable. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, one and all. Thank you, all the participants, and I would like to thank for the college organizing committee, and all the organizing members. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.